Alright folks, how are we doing? So this is not really a client case study. This is actually a little compilation of some of my own lifts. So I've been lucky enough to work with incredibly talented athletes across a range of different sports, ranging from recreational through to senior international level, people competing at the world stage. It's phenomenal to be a part of their journey. But a question I get asked a lot is, well, what do you do then, Alex? What's your training looking like? So I thought I'd give you some snippets, a little sense of what I've done in the gym over the years, some of the stuff that I've done, give you a little bit of a sense of what I've been up to, maybe what I enjoy. Less so that I'm not trying to prove to you that I'm some phenomenally talented athlete, because I'm not. I'm a regular person. I often say to my athletes that I'm I'm a geek that's just spent a long time in the gym, or I'm a geek that's just enjoys learning about strength training. But I'm not a natural athlete by any stretch. But I want to just run you through, give you a sense of a more showing that I've been in the gym for a lot of years, and I've put in the work, if that makes sense. So I've just put together a little compilation. So if I start with, I got some squats. See, so for this one, I wish I could tell you what weight's on the bar. Probably 140 to 150-ish, something in that region. Depends if they're 20s or 25s, and I can't quite remember. I know this is Leeds Beckett strength and conditioning gym, at least the old strength and conditioning gym. I'm sure it's all been updated now, but got a couple of reps around there. I think some of my best squats were like 5x5 at 150-ish, so nothing terrible, but also nothing to write home about. I think here I've got might have been the first time I cleaned around 130-ish. I went on to clean a little bit more than this and jerk a bit more than this, and certainly with far less ropey technique. But I just thought I'd include it so you can see what, like, that I've had those ropey lifts. I've had those, like, true give it like balls to the wall maximal attempts where it just doesn't work out, and you give it a big effort but it sort of collapses under you a little bit. I thought that would just be fun to show you a little bit. What else have we got? This is just me doing some it's a press up competition with me and my family. That was like for charity at one point. This is me looking relatively in decent shape, doing some like banded sort of hypertrophy work. This was during lockdown, so I did a bunch of lifting in the garden, did some hypertrophy type work. I've actually dialed in my hypertrophy a lot now, and sort of focus on this a little bit more. Let's see if I can get you to the next video. If I pause that one, what have we got next? This again, got some lockdown lifting. So this is me getting some work done in the garden. Got like a snatch high pull plus a low hang snatch. So you can sort of see how I'm moving. You can see I'm not the biggest, most jacked guy in the world, but again, it's fun. It's fun to put in the effort. We've got some more garden training, some garden pull-ups. Pretty happy with how my back is looking at these, at least. I guess my back's always been pretty decently muscular. I just worked on pull-ups and rows and that kind of stuff a lot, so I feel pretty decent with those. They're quite a fun variation. If you've never tried these before as well, if you're struggling for like a pull-up setup, you can actually improvise one in a rack like this, do these cross-legged ones. Quite a fun variation to try if you want to give that a go. Over here, looks like I've got some sort of clean deadlifts. Again, weight on the bar. I'm going to take a punt that was sort of like 165, maybe 175-ish, depending on the exact weight on those plates that I can't remember, but something in that region. So I've been getting some relatively heavy work done. All of this is at typically body weight of about 85 to 90 kilos, give or take. I range between those two. Same here, I'll be getting some kind of heavy deadlifts. This, you can actually tell it's 140 because the actual plates are coloured on this one. So this is me just doing some sort of, I guess, deadlift / audio, like what we call them, like floating deadlifts or halting deadlifts at home. Mainly because you can see it's locked down. I'm training on my kitchen floor as it's raining outside. I don't want to smash my floor to pieces. Just gives you a sense of what I've been up to. I've got videos of me doing more hypertrophy work, various seated rows and different stuff like that. Let me see. Some lighter technical work. Now you can tell one thing, you can tell it's from a while ago because I still have long, fairly luscious hair, and that disappeared a while back. So you can tell it's a video from a while back. These are some high hang power cleans, just sort of getting into, and high hang cleans, just getting into the sense of like pulling underneath the bar and getting the timing right. Evidently it's sort of part of a warm up set, just getting into the rhythm a little bit. And let's see, what else have I got in here? Anything different to share? So at the minute I've been working through some kind of movement challenges. So if I take you all the way through to, I've been trying to learn a little bit as me training with my little one. I've been trying to learn the human flags. I've been doing banded versions of those. These are phenomenally hard. If you've not got a background in gymnastics, These are crazy challenging, so they're a fun one, but I've been working on them, trying to get up to there. I'll keep you posted on my progress. And then I've been doing these like dragon squats, which is sort of like a one leg squat where one leg goes behind you down like this and try and get full range of motion down to the floor. Really challenging to get that full range of motion through one leg. Takes a lot of mobility, a lot of strength, a lot of control. So there's just a few challenges I've popped in, just some gymnastic style challenges to keep training fresh, as I do mainly hypertrophy training nowadays, with a little bit of weightlifting thrown in every now and again, just for good measure. So hopefully that gives you just a general sense of what I'm doing. There's some strength training, there's some weightlifting, there's some gymnastics, there's some hypertrophy. I think for the most part, I just enjoy training. I enjoy getting in the gym. I've lifted relatively heavy. I think over the years, my best numbers were like, my best squat was I think 185. It was annoying because I did loads of triples at like 180, so I feel I'm probably more primed for a 200, but never quite peaked it right. Best snatch was 115. Best clean and jerk was 140. So they're not terrible numbers. They could be better. The hilarious thing is I've coached a bunch of weightlifters now that have far surpassed anything I've ever done. But that's the nature of being a coach. You want to use your own training and your own learning experiences to feel what hard training's like, to know what different sets and reps and volumes and intensities feel like. And then for you guys, for my actual athletes, I can use that knowledge and use that experiential learning to help you guys train better, to train smarter, to train harder and more effectively, all the right stuff. So yeah, hopefully that just gives you a sense of what I've been up to, the different kinds of training styles, lets you know a little bit about me, and gives me a chance to test this whole face on screen recording format for when I do the rest of my case studies, which will all be on the page as well. So I will catch you in a bit, and yeah, maybe I'll work with you at some point in the future. So I'll catch you in a bit. All right, see you later.